Congrats, everybody. Welcome, fellas. Thanks for being here. Pete, let me begin with you and meeting Bob for the first time. And how was it? Can you recall it well?
Well, the first time I met Bob was in a pub in Mumerian. We were having a band meeting, and he appeared up. He wasn't even in the band at that stage, and he appears in a sort of like a trilby hat and a sort of a naff suit and a cane and a moustache. And
you mean style, Pete?
no, he looked like an Egypt, to be absolutely honest. But I kind of got past that, and when I heard him talk, and he talked so passionately and enthusiastically about what he thought this band should be.
Yes.
Even at that stage, I sort of grew towards him because he was obviously like a unique sort of character and had a way of thinking that was quite unique. So I was quite happy to get past the naff suit.
Which you did successfully.
Which I did, yes.
And he was happy to get
the rest
past
of that
because he has platform
I'm speaking, Bob.
Now, that gives us an insight into how this band works, right, Pete? You just
it's like a band meeting.
One voice.
Like a band meeting. I'm trying to speak and he interrupts.
Would you like to finish your point, Pete?
I can't remember.
Neither can I, but let's keep going. Simon, let's talk about... I want to ask you about the bossiness. I mean, I don't want to be rude to our special guest tonight, but is he bossy or robust? I mean, how would you...
Well, I'll take you back to way before the band. I grew up beside Bob's Aunt Fifth, and it's genetic, I think. The energy, the tenacity, the bossiness, the pain in the ass.
Really?
So she'd always be... She lived on her own in the other half of our semi-detached house in Merrion. And she was always in our place and sort of telling us what to do. Hey? And Bob and his family would arrive on a Sunday to go to Mass. Would you believe this guy went to Mass?
No.
No. And that was how I met him first. And later, my mate Gary, who we had a school band with, he said, "Oh, we're starting this band, and do you want to join in?" And I said, "Oh, I'm not sure about that at all." Anyhow, it ended up, there we were at the Boomtown.
And Gary, was it your mother's car and your record collection that proved to be kind of the exciting siren in your life that brought him to you? Is that what happened?
Yeah, well, I went to boarding school, and I was kind of dumped in Dunleary during the holidays, and it was a pretty small society where we were. There was like the Bamboo Cafe and Murray's Record Centre that had a kind of club, and I see geldof there, and I thought he looked quite cool. And I think he was the most explosively self-confident person I'd ever encountered, and I was the best looking of the lot, so it was sort of quite natural that we got drawn together.
Billy McGarvey. Billy, you were what? You were ENTS officer, entertainment officer in UCD, and did you book a whole tour on one landline?
One black phone, no internet, no hot press, no music radio, no Today FM, nothing.
And they headed off then into the sunset.
They head off on the tour. We did about 17 dates in about 22 days, and they went to London in probably October, November, and I opened up gigs in Limerick and Galway. And yes, I got the biggest phone bill I ever got in my life. And they all said, "We're gone."
That's what we do. Dave Fanning, great to have you here tonight, Dave. And